Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to our channel We Matter. I am your host Hina Zaidi and today I am here with the third and final part of our podcast session with one of the leading educationists of Pakistan, Dr. Sadrudin Pardhan. In case you are new to our channel, we highly recommend you to visit the earlier parts to develop a greater understanding of Dr. Pardhan's unique perspectives and contributions. The links are provided in the description of this video. So, in the last two parts, Dr. Pardhan took us through a fascinating journey from his childhood memories to the impactful community work he continues to do till today. Along the way, Ms. Saida Musarrat raised some insightful and critical questions about the education system in Pakistan, especially in the light of Dr. Pardhan's experience with working with the different communities in Pakistan. So, in this concluding part, we bring together the essence of entire conversation, and Dr. Pardhan discusses the role of faith-based learning along with the community and state support in overall development of education system and its powerful and long-term impacts. So, without any further delays, let's pick up right where we left off. Ji Musarat.
So, sir, another question education is a never ending journey, just like development. So, what do you think that people like us can do to make it more accessible, the good practices to be followed, and the self care and self actualization? We can't reach to that highest bar of Maslow, which who has set it, but to have education and not just get literate. What do you think? What should we do?
I think that thinking is very good, but here is where I think the community, the government, the environment, and even in case of Pakistan, if
Yes,
we
sir.
could help the our clerics
Yes,
to
sir.
understand this, and if they can deliver appropriate khutbas, I think it's possible.
Yes, sir. That's
You
very
see, you
important.
see, I think so. You see, I'll give you an example. One advantage which I think the Ismaili community has is that when the Imam says something,
Yes,
I
sir.
mean that's it, and people will do it, and that's how education came to Gilgit Baltistan in 1940s for the wider Jamaat. That's how girls started being educated. Otherwise, there was it was all very restricted. Although there were schools in Gilgit
Yes, sir.
Baltistan already in the 40s, there were only boys' schools. Hardly any girl got education. So it started in the 1940s, and today the girls from Gilgit Baltistan Chitral are extremely well educated, very very confident, etc. But how is that possible? It is because of the the faith based training. Yes,
Yes, sir.
fortunately in Gilgit Baltistan, in Nagar. Nagar is a pure, mainly Shia community,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
and they said, look, we would like some help to see how best we can improve the education for girls in our area. Can you help?
Yes, sir.
So we organized programs whereby educated girls from Hunza
Yes, sir.
would travel to these schools and started teaching on community basis.
Yeah.
And this went on for a while until the capacity was developed in Nagar. And today you go to Nagar, and those girls are also as well educated as the girls in Hunza. Now remember,
Great.
1992 is when they
Yes.
started, and we started with coaching centers, etc. But
Mm.
today, 30, 40 years later, education has really spread. The same thing happened in Baltistan, in Skardu area. So gradually it has come, and it has, in the mountains, it has
Mm.
worked very well because the communities are integrated. But in
Yes,
other
sir.
parts of Pakistan, it has not quite taken off as in the mountain area. We had also very interesting. We, meaning Aga Khan Development Network, had a very interesting experience initially in Mombasa in Kenya.
Yes.
You see, the community there was very concerned because while their children went to local madrasas, uh, when time came for moving over to primary schools, they were left out because they did not compete well enough to get places. So ultimately, the capacity at the higher level was lacking. So
Mm-hmm.
they approached Aga Khan Development Network, and through Aga Khan Foundation and AKES, the madrasa resource centers were established. Now, fortunately, in Mombasa, there were a few who really believed in this, so they adopted it. So they incorporated the teaching of science, mathematics, social studies, together with the study of the Quran. And yeah, and once the others saw the success of these madrasa schools,
Yes,
they
sir.
also came. So it spread. So from Mombasa in Kenya, it went to Zanzibar in Tanzania. So Zanzibar
Yes,
is
yes.
a predominantly Muslim island.
Mm-hmm.
Very successful. From there, the communities in Uganda started. So the madrasa resource centers in East Africa really thrived. Their children started becoming very confident. They entered the schools, and they've turned out to be very, very good professionals. I remember during Parvez Musharraf's time, Musharraf was very keen to start something similar. But by the time it started, I mean, he was no longer there.
But, sir, here I would like to ask you one thing, that how technology in education can reshape the classroom and the family and the community, because this is it can link with the with our talk. Yeah.
I think technology is going to play very critical role in the future also, but if properly used. Now, today, one of the biggest issues we are facing is artificial intelligence. And if not handled properly, it can really destroy societies. Because, through artificial intelligence, already we see a lot of cheating taking place. I
Yes,
mean,
sir. Plagiarism. Yes, sir.
at universities, for example, ChatGPT has
Yes,
taken
sir.
over. I mean,
Yes, sir.
I teach courses at IED, even online courses, and I find that in the last 2 years, the suddenly the quality of assignments coming through is very good because they are all using ChatGPT.
Yes, sir.
Now, of course, so you have to use alternate ways in which to ensure that while one appreciates that if ChatGPT is used properly, it can be a powerful tool. But if it is used improperly, the person might get the grades, but the learning will be very poor. So,
Yes, sir.
so one has to be all the time looking at ways in which one uses technology properly. But
Yes, sir.
Musrat, I don't think that we have currently the capacity to handle all these things. Yes, many schools are using technology, and gradually they are making progress. But I think it will take a long time, and this is where our fundamental thing that we started with was, how do you mass educate our children? Because education is the most important thing. Education is not about just reading and writing. Education is a much larger field. There's what I talked about, informal education. How do you prepare a happy child? There is formal education. How do you help a child to read and write, and then therefore through that improve the critical thinking skills, etc. So I think it's that which is very important.
So, sir, before we wrap up, we would love for you to share a message for our audience, especially the young mothers and the wider community? Just a piece of advice from your side, ji sir.
One thing that I found extremely important was this Parvaz program. Honestly, was a revolutionary program because young mothers need some help. And while young mothers are many young mothers are now well educated, etc., but uh, nurturing a child needs a little bit more than just a good educational background. And that's where, if they can participate in programs where they learn how to deal with the children, I'm sure there are lots of places where they can learn. Because for me, the critical person is the child. Because you give the child a good start, a happy start, I think the ultimately the same mother will benefit, because the child will grow to be somebody you really value. That to me is a very important thing, that the mothers should prepare themselves about how to take care of the children. Amongst the educated people it's possible, but I think we now have to start helping the communities to understand this, so that at village level even the communities can start helping mothers in this process.
Sir, I would just say that this time is not enough for to gather all. And inshallah, we are going to have you again. We are going to give you that trouble to, because there is so much to learn from you and pass it on to our audience.
बिल्कुल.
We would love that, through our forum, people get to hear more of you, because, the childhood experiences that you have shared, those are wonderful, sir. And I hope, all the young mothers can benefit from those that you had from your mom. And I'm sure she must be smiling on you.
Thank you so much, and I am available anytime. You just let me know. Thank
Thank
you.
you
No, no,
so
thank you
much.
very much. I really appreciate.
Thank you, sir.
Okay,
Oh, thank you,
thanks.
sir.
Bye.
Okay.
Thank you.
Have a
Bye.
good day, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. It's been such an honor listening to you, and I'm sure our audience feels the same. Through today's discussion, Dr. Pardhan beautifully highlighted true educational development doesn't only build knowledge, it nurtures confidence and emotional well being, shaping healthier and more empowered communities. Also, we are very excited to let everyone know that we will be inviting Dr. Pardhan again very soon for another podcast session where we will continue learning from his incredible journey in the world of education. Until then, take care and stay inspired. Allah Hafiz.